Hey everybody, Rhys here with Awaken tip number 22, purpose, life purpose. What is your life purpose? I had a private practice for many, many years before I started running the school, and now I have a huge private practice, which hundreds of people come to every year. And the number one question that people want to know when they have hit the midlife, what I call the midlife calling, or the midlife crisis is, what is my real purpose? I grew up trying to please people or trying to be good at things in school. And then I was in my 20s and I was still trying to be good at things and trying to prove that I exist and that I belong and that I deserve to have good money and family and I can be a good mommy and I was trying to be something my whole life. But what I think I was trying to be wasn't totally who I am, because if it was, wouldn't it have made me happy? And the answer is yes, it would have made you happy had it been who you really were. And when you're living your purpose, it makes you very happy. That's why I wrote the book, Discover Your Purpose. To discover your purpose, you have to come into a deeper sense of who you are, why you're here. And I can tell you very simply, we all are taught that our purpose is something that we do. Okay? And so in our brain, when you ask somebody what your purpose is, they'll tell you about their job. And it's never a job. Your purpose is never a job. Your purpose is, your life purpose is a quality of your being, right? We just talked about chakras on the last video. Those qualities, those feelings, those sensations within you that are uniquely yours, that's your purpose. And learning how and what you deliver, your real deliverable, which is an inspiration, that's your life purpose. Learning what that is, you need to have some guidelines. And there are lots of profile assessments and things out there that are very behavioral, right? And you can look at your behavior throughout your life and say, well, I've always done that. But isn't the gift of being a conscious human being that the biggest gift from the Creator is that we can create ourselves in any way we want? We can create ourselves like God did, the likeness. God created us in the likeness of Himself. Well, we do the same thing, and we can create a likeness of ourselves that isn't actually who we are, and that's what most people do. They create themselves the way they think they should be, rather than who they really are. And to know who you really are, you have to feel who you are. You cannot know your deeper purpose through thinking, through thought, because thought is always going to be judging that up against other things, and there's nothing to judge yourself up against. So your purpose is unique. Your life purpose is unique, and it's essential. And each one of us has a life purpose that we have to come in contact with, one, to be happy, and two, to know what we're supposed to do in the world. And so what else is there, right? It's like life purpose teaches you who you are, who you always have been, and what always has made you happy. That means it connects you to a soul level quality of who you are. And simultaneously, once you know that, it becomes so obvious what you're supposed to do in the world. And so we do it completely backward. We teach people that if you find what you're supposed to do in the world, then you'll be happy and you'll know your purpose. But there's a billion things you can do in the world, right? And so we're taught, honey, you can become anything you want to become. And that is the worst thing a parent could ever say to a child. You want to tell them, honey, you are a one-of-a-kind, we've never seen it before, and it seems to be just this one amazing, amazing, amazing thing that's never been seen before on the planet, and we better figure out what it's all about. Let's really find out. Tell me what it feels like to be you. Tell me what you really enjoy. Tell me what you, rather than, boy, I don't really like what you're doing. You could become anything you want to become, anything else but that, which is very, very wounding for a child. And we all had it happen to us. Whether our parents said it, or whether society said it, or our friends said it, we learned that who we are, not good enough. Not good enough. We should be better. We have to somehow make ourselves better than we actually are. But what we really are is literally God clothed in a human body. So what's your life purpose? Your life purpose is to find out and feel deeply who you are. That's why I run the Rhys Institute of Energy Medicine. because everything we do teaches you to feel that quality within you. And then when you totally misrecognize it, you'd say, oh, well, I don't know what that was. And we say, that was you. And you're like, that was me? I would have never guessed. I would have never guessed that that was me. Because I'm this, thinking and feeling, rather than feeling and thinking, feeling who I really am. You have this incredible enlightened moment where you awaken. And whenever you awaken or become enlightened, you just experience yourself and the truth. That's what makes you go, oh. So your life purpose is it's not, I knew that, I'm going to know that, I've totally known that my whole life, and that's what I am. That is a person who has no idea who they are. Whenever I do workshops, I'll often say, how many of you know your life purpose? And there's always 2 or 3 people to go, bing, and they are the ones that know the least about who they are. Anytime you're sure about who you are, you have no idea who you are. And this book, Discover Your Purpose, teaches you the foundation of knowing who you are, not as a thing, a solid object that your brain can get a hold of, but as this energy field, this form, this non-form that is literally just like you were as a child, just not, you don't have to name it and dress it and all these things. You have to feel it. And then when you feel it, you share it. And when you share it, you inspire. And when you inspire, that's when you're living your life purpose. Hey, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that tip as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. And I just wanted to let you know that these awakening tips, I'm going to continue to do them over the next 2 months, right up to our event, our big flagship event each year, which is called Awaken. And these awakening tips are just the tip of the iceberg as to what you're going to get in a 2-day event, May 20th and 21st, at the Holiday Inn in Dedham, Massachusetts. It's going to be awesome, and we've used that hotel before. They're fantastic. It's a great place to have it, and we are going to share with you as much as we can the experience of really being in the Rhys Thomas Institute of Energy Medicine, and these tips are just like I said, sort of like the primer for what we're doing there to sort of get you going. So if you're interested in finding out more about the live event and getting the $50 ticket. Which actually is a $50 ticket for the whole 2 days, and you can bring a friend. Click on this video, and I'd love to see you there. And you can always email support@rhysthomasinstitute.com if you have any questions or want to bring a big group. We'd love to see you there. So enjoy, and I will see you on the next tip.